Thomas by unanimous decision. And the new.
And the new. And the new. Champion of the world. First, Scotland's first female world champion. I'm so happy.
Yeah. I was going to say, how does it feel?
It feels amazing, I promised this belt to my mum. It's her anniversary in a few days, so I promised her this. And also, me and my coach 4 years ago set out to win a world title. I came from pretty much nothing in boxing. I didn't have any sort of amateur background, so a lot of coaches would have laughed at you if you'd said I want to be world champion at that stage, but he didn't. He said, right, let's do it. Yeah. So 4 years later, me and Noel did it.
I think I've sort of heard before, your mum being a big influence of how you got into the sport.
Yeah, no, I mean, when my mum was diagnosed with cancer, I was actually learning to box at the time. I was at the gym, and it was the only thing that was keeping my mind off it. I could absolutely tire myself out, and it was the one thing that could switch off to it. Boxing really helped me get through that and through the grieving period. So I've got a lot of love for the sport, for sure. Yeah.
How does it feel just to fulfil that promise?
I'm over the moon. I've got nothing else to say. I just, I did it. Yeah. World champion. World champion. Yeah, massively proud. I know she'd be really proud of me, but also have a few things to be like, I could have done better. You should have done this. You should have done that. But she's always there with me. So
happy critique.
Always.
Tough fight. How did you sort of find it?
Yeah, it was definitely a close fight. We both left it out there in the ring. Real war. Great fight for TV. I felt I did just enough. I had myself winning by a couple of rounds. But, Sarah brought it, and massive props to her and her team for coming over and putting on an absolute show for BBC Scotland and the whole of Scotland, and everyone else that tuned in, because women's boxing needs those kind of fights. We need to put up a good show for people. So, massive props to her. But I think I did enough.
You sort of seemed to grow into the fight for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
definitely felt like that, and we knew she was going to have quick feet and fast movement at the beginning, but then slow down eventually. So that was the game plan. I'll work on that and then put the pressure on. But I was bringing the pressure throughout the fight, so I feel that definitely was in my favour as well.
It was 96, 94.
Yeah.
All three cards.
Unanimous decision.
Did you agree with the sort of how tight it was?
Yeah. I thought it was, like I said, it was an absolute war, and it should be for a world title fight. It shouldn't be, 1, 2, 3. You knocked them out. I wanted it to be a good fight for TV, and I wanted it to be, something that people look back on and say, that was a proper fight.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. I guess Sarah's obviously gutted as well, I imagine, because it was such a close...
Yeah, of course, and there's always going to be a winner and a loser, but at least if you go out and it's been an amazing fight, then you should feel proud of yourself. So
yeah. Obviously, only picking up this sport a few years ago, and from speaking to Noel there as well, he was just the amount of distance that you come in such a short space of time.
Yeah. No, I'm really proud of myself. I'm a little bit obsessive. I work just a little bit. I work incredibly hard, and I push myself because I know that I didn't have that sort of amateur background. I didn't have to do all that stuff when I was a kid. So very sort of, I'm hard on myself, really strict, and Noel's the same. I push myself really hard to get to where I need to be, because I know I've got to do a bit of catching up, I'll have a tough critique of myself after this fight, as me and Noel will sit down and we'll go through the things that I could have done better, things I did well, and then we'll work on it for next time. But for now, champion of the world.
How's it feel being Scotland's first as well?
That's a real special thing. Something that will never be taken away, and it's beyond proud to say that you've made history for your own country. That's something really special. So I'm absolutely buzzing about that. I'm absolutely buzzing about it. Go down in the history books. So really, really proud.
Paisley as well, 2 for 2 with title fights.
Paisley's like my lucky place.
I don't think everyone can say that.
Anyone ever said that, But go on, Paisley.
as well, sort of having the BBC involved. Great exposure for yourself, and yeah,
it's fantastic. And like the whole show's been great. It's big shout out to all the lads on the undercard, especially Ahmed, who's just become the champ as well. So and big shout out to Sam. Kinnick Boxing is really growing, the stable's really growing, there's some great lads in there, everybody pushing, and boxing in Scotland's really starting to thrive. And huge shout out especially to Sam and the BBC for putting my fight on live on TV, and it just gives it more sort of coverage and gets more people involved in boxing, and that's kind of what I want. And tonight there were lots of young people there, and I don't want to be someone that's kind of a role model to those kids coming through, and especially the girls. I want more girls get into the sport. It's really important because there's a lot of lads, but we want some more girls coming through, and I think Scotland's boxing is really on the rise. So I think we should watch this space in this country, definitely. Obviously with Josh Taylor as well.
He's doing all right for himself.
Absolutely nailing it for us.
Obviously your third world title fight after the last two. How much do you think they sort of helped?
Massively so. Having had experiences of doing 2 10-rounders, do you need that? In fact, I've done 3, obviously for the WBC as well. And it's experience you can't buy. You have to do it to experience it. You can't just hope that sparring's not the same. So they definitely have helped me out a lot. And it's always hard work when you get in there on fight night, because the adrenaline and the nerves saps your energy a little bit more than ever it does in sparring. So I think that definitely helped me.
I guess I don't think I've actually asked you. Would you want to go full time with the boxing, or would you like sort of doing it as a part and part, or is
financially, I don't think at the moment for women in the sport that's possible. Most female boxers have other jobs and other careers to help them fund their boxing careers. So at the moment, obviously, I'll still be sticking with my music, but I love my music, so it keeps me happy, and I get to do some great things with that. So at the moment, I'm happy with both.
I'm guessing some well-earned rest is probably going to be on the agenda.
I think Noel and I both deserve a rest. We've had 10 weeks of each other, so we definitely need a break from each other, of course. And our other halves need a break, time to have a little bit of a holiday with them and spend some time with family and friends.
What would you like to do next with the sort of the fight plans?
No plans as of such, but no doubt Noel and I will be plotting something soon. So there's always something new to be doing. But for now, rest, recover, and enjoy the moment.
Big shout out for your sponsors, obviously.
Massive shout out to everybody. Paffin Sport for providing the gloves tonight. Huge shout out to Ransom, actually, for his ring walk. Epic, absolutely epic. Susie Wongs for the amazing kit and everything. She always does an epic job. Science and Sport, all my supplements. Fresco Box for doing all the food for me. Nutrition is really important. Jab Apparel, Pinnacle Protection, my American sponsors. Who else have I got in there? Don't want to forget anyone. The Altitude Chamber, where I do my sprints. Physio London for all my physio, and London Cryo for cryotherapy. All these people are super important, and Roman, who's my S&C coach.
Good stuff. Anything you'd like to add at all? Or?
Last massive shout out to Sam Kinnick for creating this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you.
Good
World
stuff.
champion! And the nuke!
Good stuff. Well, listen, congrats, and I'm sure you'll probably be keeping that belt by your sides for
I'm going to bed
a few more
with this
days.
now. Thanks very much, Adam.